Let's be honest, the American adaptation of many live-action anime have not exactly turned out very well. Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, both from Netflix, or the infamous Dragon Ball Evolution with Justin Chatwin, Emmy Rossum, and Jamie Chung, among others. But artificial intelligence is currently among the most talked about today, especially MidJourney, an independent research lab and the name of an AI program that allows its users to create images from textual descriptions. This is what he has done, Floating Point Art, where he has written to MidJourney to make a series of images about the perfect Dragon Ball Z movie, and the results are both impressive and creepy, although many fans already prefer it to Dragon Ball Evolution. Before I made this video, I had to scroll through this thread because I needed to see what this looked like. Artificial intelligence is what's on everybody's mind right now. I mean, I just made a video talking about how the same program, MidJourney, created a Pixar/Disney Dragon Ball movie. This is probably one of the scariest set of images that I've ever seen that have anything to do with Dragon Ball, and I've seen some really creepy live action Dragon Ball shots and animations. This one takes the cake for its just uncanny valley. And at the end of the video, just like my last video, I'm going to tell you guys whether this AI Dragon Ball is a gas, meaning 100% gassed all the way up, 100% okay, or a pass, throw that shit in the garbage. Let's continue. This has got to be the least looking Bulma that I've ever seen anybody create in anything. I mean, they took some random girl and slapped blue hair on her. She doesn't look too bad when you really think that she's AI generated, because I promise you guys, horror. And again, I just skimmed through the images. I didn't actually look in detail at every one like I'm doing right now. So this one's not so bad, but doesn't look anything like Bulma, but gives you a sense of what this movie is about. It looks like something that was made in the 80s and made to feel like it's almost Mad Max in a way. That's kind of what this feels like. And I mean, like you can see right here, Mad Max. This just feels like that 80s vibe. I'm assuming this is Krillin. I mean, this is a better Krillin than the one we got back in the Disney video, but honestly, giving Krillin a nose is unacceptable. But they get a little bit more leeway here because of the fact that this is supposed to be live action. Not sure what he's wearing here. Got a training bra on. Have no idea, but this is AI, and this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to how disturbing these shots actually get. You see what I mean? This is horror at its finest. I don't know who this character is. This is what the AI thinks a Dragon Ball, a live action one, would look like with whatever type of parameters he put into this program. The one cool thing about this image though is that we're starting to see the production part of the behind the scenes look when it comes to this movie. Like, it's not just the movie characters, it is an entire team working and filming these guys on location. So that's something different that we don't normally get to see when we're looking at these types of images. I mean, also, don't look at his hands. Do not look at the hands and feet. This is something that AI art always fucks up, and if you keep looking at it long enough, it's gonna give you the heebie-jeebies. Here we have like a robot-looking Saiyan, like Mecha Saiyan. I don't really know what this is. It's like the AI is thinking that all these Saiyans, all these characters in Dragon Ball have like humongous bulging heads. But that's not the creepiest part about this shot. The creepiest part about this shot is what's on camera here. Like, what else are they recording? What's next to it? It looks like this camera has dual shots, and there's two like bald, bulbous headed looking monsters that the camera is recording off screen, as opposed to just focusing onto this guy. This one is building a really creepy story. So this is supposed to be Goku, and I'll be completely honest, it literally looks like the guy from Dragon Ball Evolution, but as a Super Saiyan, maybe a little bit more of a warped face, I guess. His face looks a little bit off, but it looks very similar to that guy. And so if this is supposed to be better than Dragon Ball Evolution, it's not doing a very good job. It's just a very, very serious and just non-Goku looking Goku, in my opinion. And this is kind of what you get, the problems you get with when it comes to a live action Dragon Ball Goku, and I'm assuming maybe adult Gohan. And this is obviously Goku powering up. I'm assuming he put into Midjourney a Super Saiyan powering up, like the description of one. And so instead of him having his ki surround his body, you can kind of see his hair standing on edge, like that's the ki. It's circulating through his aura in his hair. But then you also have like this ki ball next to him that's projecting all this light. And on top of that, you have a little blue ki ball right in his forehead, which it's like the AI is trying to figure out what a Saiyan powering up looks like, and they got it completely wrong. I cannot hate Master Roshi. Honestly, this is probably the best shot out of all these that I've seen so far. Like, Master Roshi looks not as good as the Pixar version. You already know that I like that Pixar version of him, but he looks pretty legit. Like, I wouldn't mind him looking like this. It's gonna be hard to find somebody that's this old to be, you know, all buff and muscular and looking like that Pixar version, but he could still be extremely powerful, even though his body, you know, is a little bit older. So I definitely like this. It fits, in my opinion, Master Roshi. Even got the pants on, like, so the AI did a really good job on this one. Even the hands aren't too goofy, in my opinion. What the fuck is this? The AI had no idea what the hell Cell was supposed to be. This is supposed to be Cell, guys, and he looks like a Power Rangers monster, a Power Rangers villain. That's kind of what he looks like Super Sentai or something along those lines, like Japanese Saturday morning cartoons, like the old school shows. That's kind of what it looks like. I mean, and that's not even the scariest part of this image. If you look to the right here, there are two heads on this guy's body who's recording Cell, and one of them looks like he's got a hat on, the other one's kind of like morphing into it. It's just horrifying. If you look at the right, the actual Cell creature looks less scary, which is surprising. Bruh, this one is just too goofy. Look at this guy, man. Is this supposed to be Goku still? Because his face looks very similar to the other Gokus. So I think this probably still is Goku. Again, they have the training bra type of gi that Krillin had earlier. So yeah, maybe that's just what the AI thought that he had, but it definitely looks like an 80s movie at this point, like even the characters. Actually, a couple of good faces here. It just looks it looks so fucking weird. So the image doesn't say what this is, but as far as I'm gonna be concerned, I think that this is supposed to be Frieza and Broly, maybe? I mean, he's even eating, the Broly character, he's eating food, so he's definitely a Saiyan. And with the green pants, the only one that I can think of is Broly. Frieza, on the other hand, again, the way that the AI set up, at least with the instructions that he had, all these villains kind of look like Power Rangers 80s villains. I guarantee you he put 80s in there somewhere. He put vintage Dragon Ball. That's exactly what this looks like. And I gotta say, I think that this Frieza looks better than the Cell, but I wouldn't mind having either of these two be skins. Like, if somebody modded these into, like, say, Budokai Tenkaichi 4 or Xenoverse or something along those lines as extra skins, I wouldn't hate it. Almost like Japanese Spider-Man. It wouldn't be too bad. Vegeta, and I don't know who the other guy is. It doesn't say who it is, but it's definitely Vegeta with a box of Dragon Balls. So I do gotta say, Vegeta actually looks pretty straight. I could see this being Vegeta. It looks really cool. It looks almost like Henry Cavill, actually. It looks like a little bit like Superman as Vegeta, and I don't think that's too bad. I don't know who this other guy is. His hair is ridiculous, obviously, but I like the box of Dragon Balls. That's actually kind of funny. Gine and Mace Windu and Yamcha, I have no idea. Where before we had a box of orange balls, now we have Dragon Balls, proper Dragon Balls, even numbered. The AI did a great job on these. They look exactly what I would imagine Dragon Balls to look like. They don't look really that weird or anything like that. I mean, it's kind of a weird bowl that they're in, but that's about it. So I don't think that I think the AI did pretty good here. So every character that we've seen that has yellow hair like this is Goku, because this one is actually called Goku and his famous cloud, which is Nimbus. And so I can only deduce with that all the other ones were Gokus as well. And I don't hate this one, but I just don't like the Goku at all. I do like that he's flying in the cloud though, and I would like to see that in live action if that is possible. Another cool Roshi. I just think AI can do Roshi so well. I don't think they can fuck up Roshi. I mean, this is the third Roshi in a row. That's a banger. This one's a gas. Definitely gassed up all the way. I don't know who this girl is, but that is definitely Roshi. Oh, the girl, she could be Launch. Oh, she's probably Launch, which I don't hate it either if she is. That is definitely Kid Trunks. Got the Kid Trunks gi, got the same hair as Trunks. He's got, for some reason, bows in his hair. I don't know what that's about, but Johnny Knoxville in the back over there filming him. This one is all right. I think that this shirt and the hair definitely fit. This one's called Goku and Vegeta, and they just completely failed here on all accounts. Doesn't look anything like either of the two characters. Looks horrifying. I think Vegeta is like staring deeply in my soul. Like, the longer I stare at this picture, I feel like his eyes are just going to move and look at me specifically. This one's just extremely uncanny, and I absolutely hate it. This is probably the closest that we get to a Goku that I recognize, because it's really far away, so I can't really tell what his face looks like, so it's not too bad. His hair looks less ridiculous than before. It actually looks pretty well, and then the outfit itself looks like Goku's outfit for the most part. I mean, he got it right. It looks almost like the outfit he had in Dragon Ball Super, so this one's definitely a gas for me. Gassed up all the way. Back to Roshi and Launch. You already know these two are the MVPs of this entire thing. I think they look really good. There's not much more that needs to be said. Back to Goku, and he's actually showing a little bit more emotion here than he was before. He has a sparkle, a twinkle in his eye, but if you look closely at his eye, the AI is having a hard time separating where his eye is and where the light is and where his hair is at, so it's a little bit weird looking. But I mean, if this Goku was charging up at me, I'd probably be scared too. Just that face is just ugh. So this one's called The Expected Wedding, and I'm extremely mixed on this one, because on one hand, this is probably the most horrifying depiction of Goku, because I'm assuming it's Goku. He's got the same colors as Goku, and he's the only one that really gets married here. So this is Goku getting married. He looks way worse than any other shot that we've ever seen him, but there's somebody who's marrying them that doesn't look too bad. And then he's marrying Chi-Chi, but that doesn't look anything like Chi-Chi at all, who's holding what I can only assume they thought a Dragon Ball is. But on the other hand, yo, Chi-Chi, I mean, can't hate on the design. I really can't. She's cute. She's got blonde hair, so it doesn't look anything like Chi-Chi. But just as far as designs go with this kind of concept, she's probably the cutest one out of all the pictures. Her hands don't look really weird or anything. Like, there's not much weird going on with her at all. So, I don't know, man. I'm conflicted on this one. Cyberman, I really only see Cyberman here when I look at this guy. He looks like what the AI would think is a Cyberman. Just horrifying. Like, I'm trying to think, like, these are gotta be the most realistic. If this is like a movie, these are the most realistic looking, off-settling, just creepy, nightmare fuel type of mask they're putting on these actors, because these just look so horrifying. I mean, somebody should have stopped production on this a long time ago, in my opinion. The Great Saiyan, man. Look what they did to your boy, guys. Look what they did to Gohan, man. Oh my god, he's horrifying. That is definitely the Great Saiyan, man. Obviously, look at the outfit. Got the outfit almost correct, but look at his face, man. I'm telling you, as it keeps going, it just keeps getting worse and worse. The faces are uglier. The hair is less realistic, more ridiculous, if you ask me. And then even the background characters, the ones who are shooting the film, look far more uncanny valley. I mean, there's lights going through this guy's head in the foreground here, so this is just really, really bad. This one's called A Break After Shooting, right? And so obviously these are all cast guys, the two guys on the corners here, because they're working on the camera. They don't look like they're from Dragon Ball at all, and they don't look like extras or anything like that. And there's people in the back also working on it. And you would think that the guy in the center, I don't know who this is supposed to be at all. It looks like a gremlin, really, and not any character in Dragon Ball at all. And you'd think that he would be part of the movie, but if you look in his hands, he's holding a camera. So this ugly bastard, this muscular, roided out ugly bastard, is part of the crew. He's not part of the movie. Can you imagine that there's horrors behind the camera as well as in front of the camera? Just horrifying. An evil Saiyan here of some kind. The only one that I can think of is Vegeta, with like some sort of like growth coming out of his stomach, or if that thing is hovering in front of them. I don't know. There's a camera also floating that is recording everybody, and I'm assuming he's standing next to, again, another Goku, maybe Yamcha. Just look at this guy's face, man. It's... Okay, the goofiness of this one really actually stands out, and I like this one a lot because these guys look over-exaggerated and goofy for no fucking reason at all. I don't know who they are. I mean, I could just be saying Goku, and it looks, I mean, if I had to guess, Goku and Roshi, but really there's nothing that's giving us that. But what is really funny is that in this box that they have here is basically another box with orange balls, because I'm assuming that the AI thinks that these are Dragon Balls. Ugh, what is that? Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. This one's called a Krillin Goku question mark, and that's exactly what I'd be asking myself. It looks like the AI just decided, fuck it, we're just going to combine Krillin and Goku together, make them kind of feminine, and call it a day. This one really is going to haunt my dreams. I'm gonna have to sleep with the lights on tonight after this, because this one, I mean, can you imagine this guy just jumping out of your closet in the middle of the night, or like a dark hallway, he like slowly comes out? Yeah, this one, I don't know. I don't like this one. Not much really to say on this AI shot right here, because it looks normal. It looks like Karate Kid or something. It just doesn't look like Dragon Ball at all, obviously, but you have, I'm assuming, two Krillins and, I don't know, Dave Bautista here in the corner. I have no idea, man. This one doesn't look really weird at all. It just looks not Dragon Ball. And this one finishes up not only this video, but finishes up the story of the production of this cursed Dragon Ball film, because yeah, as you can see here, this is, I don't know, maybe another Goku, maybe, I don't know. I think it's another Goku, another horrifying, uncanny valley, disgusting looking Goku. But as the other shots were, some of them were kind of like they were outside, some of them were inside. It was like they were surrounded by black. But you can tell here that the cameras they're using are making everything around these characters black and blacking everything out, so they don't have to like crop anything out in the background. They can have those trucks back there and cars back there, and the camera does all the work where it just focuses on these characters. So that tells me that more likely it's almost like a form of green screen where there's gonna slice in some fictional background to these shots in the back, completing the film itself. So was this AI outing a Dragon Ball gas or pass? And I honestly gotta say, this is an absolutely 100% pass. I would never want to see it. I would watch Dragon Ball Evolution 20 more times than ever see this movie at all. It would just be horrifying and ruin a lot of Dragon Ball's lure for me if I saw this actually get the time of day and production, because I would be like thinking, you guys could actually have made a really good film. I would 100% rather see the Disney Pixar one than this one. This one was just terrifying. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Perish.